Okay. You guys should hear me now. There has been some problems because I got my game disconnected. I'm just gonna get back into it. I'm very sorry for that little delay that we're now having.
VPJ also disqualified now. I mean, maybe we restart the lobby if everyone's fine with that. But I don't know. Because I think Turbines, I don't think it was his fault. Eins also retired. What the fuck is happening? A Sabo 5 days grid penalty. Yeah, I think we should restart the lobby. Also, does the stream hear us now?
Yes, the stream does hear us.
Oh yeah, I see the message. Okay.
Now it works. Okay, and everyone who's
Yeah, I
watching,
think
I
we're
am
restarting.
so sorry, but it's looking like we're gonna have to restart everything, so you're gonna have to wait to see your drivers compete again. I'm very, very sorry for that. Video is gonna come. Just you've got to wait a minute. We had some problems with the audio, and I'm super sorry. We're just gonna restart in a minute, and absolutely my fault. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Video is coming. Just wait a minute. I'm just because I'm gonna have to restart the whole lobby. That's why. But I am very sorry for that. Absolutely didn't want that to happen. To start this like this, but the audio didn't work, and while repairing it, it just disconnected. So I know you have sound, but no audio, but no video. Video is coming. I'm trying to set up the lobby right now. It's coming. Okay. This is basically a Grand Prix restart, so you guys have to wait a little bit. I'm super sorry for that. I didn't want that to happen, but
I mean, it can happen. It wasn't really your fault that the game crashed. So yeah. Also, everyone who's watching, I think my mic is really poor today. I'm very sorry for that, but my other mic basically fell to the ground, so I gotta do something for that. So yeah, my mic probably doesn't sound that great today. It's not gonna take that long now. All the drivers should be in the lobby now, so we're just waiting for everyone to ready up and just checking that everyone actually is in the lobby. Because we have a few stand-in drivers today, because a lot of the real drivers couldn't make it to the race today because some issues.
and we are back for round 2 in Abu Dhabi here in season 2, so the second week, and we are racing again, this time for real. And I'm here with Robin, who's going to join me to help to talk to you guys about today's Grand Prix. Robin, what are we expecting out of this Grand Prix?
Yeah, hello everyone again. I gotta say, I again, just like last week, I'm expecting much of FHP Bot because he was the fastest in every qualifying last week. His only problems were his consistency in the race, but I really hope for him that he could work on his errors on that in the last week, and in this race he will be more consistent and don't crash.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now the first guys are going out of the pit lane.
We have some more drivers right now.
Yeah, what are the stand-in drivers today actually?
The driver standings, I'm just going to tell you. Wait a minute. So, Alex, I believe, is leading the leaderboard. So Alex
Yes, he
is up with 25 points after his race win last week in Austria. If you didn't see Austria's race, feel free to have a look at it. Obviously still on our YouTube account. And Austria was a fantastic race. We had a super fantastic, interesting qualifying session. What can you tell us about that?
Austria really was a great race, yeah, just like you said. I mean, FHP Board really was killing it with the lap times in Austria, but like I said, the race didn't really go well for him. But yeah, but still, I think in Q3 at least, Alex also got a very good time. He may even got pole, I'm not sure right now. I'm not very sure right now.
Faradeus got pole position.
Oh, actually, Faradeus got pole position.
Yeah, it was a fantastic lap, just I think seconds from the end of qualifying, if I believe, if I'm right.
Oh yeah, that could be true.
Where
but
he
now
just
Faradeus
clinched the pole position. Yeah, exactly. Now we are out here with Faradeus, and while the other drivers are doing a hot lap, obviously Faradeus now will have a look at how the new Alfa Romeo driver is going to perform in this race, because Abu Dhabi is a really difficult race. Can you tell us something about the difficulties that the drivers are going to face today?
Yeah, of course. I mean, most of us probably know the track, but for example, in turn 7, it's the hairpin. I think that will be very challenging for the drivers because it's very easy to lock up there, just like in turn 8, I would say. Very easy to lock up. Then in turn 12 and 13, you have much cutting opportunities, so they will make up much time there, I would say. And yeah, I mean, I really would say those are the only very hard corners, except for maybe turn 17 it was, yeah. Just as we saw Faradeus cross turn 17. And I've also noticed this, the Bruthamul has retired from the race. Yeah, what happened there?
So, I don't know, I didn't see it. I don't know if he was in an outlap or something. But Faradeus has gone for pole in his first lap here, and it's a 1:34.5. Alex setting the second fastest lap on a 1:34.9. That is very fast.
Yeah, this is crazy fast it goes. I'm way slower than that.
FHB on the Williams on P2 and Raymond on P1. Wow, that was a fantastic lap.
And he's just a reserve driver, right?
He is. Jumping into the place of Burkina in the Renault. What a lap that is. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about that lap. That
Well,
was so good.
that's how you should make an impact. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to perform, do it like this. That has been a fantastic lap.
Yeah, so now at the back of the guys Eins, who's also a stand-in driver today, with 130.8. Bit off of VPJP, but I think he can do better than that. Like I saw yesterday.
There's a yellow flag, is there? Yes, it's a
Yeah, in
Haas.
sector 3.
It's a Haas. It's probably the one of Alex. He's got low fuel.
Oh. I'm maybe holding up the Williams there. It looked like. I think TB just joined the session, which means that he won't be able to compete in qualifying, so he will start from last in the race. Very bad debut for him, I gotta say.
Berthomeu said he lost the rear and ended up in the wall.
Oh no. And now I just saw that Bokina joined the
Bukina
race.
joined, yeah, he did. He's not
Yeah.
going to race in his Renault seat, but he's going to race in another seat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's not going to take his usual Renault seat because it's taken by Raymond.
Okay. That's an interesting strategy choice, I gotta say. Now again, a yellow
What
flag.
is going on in this session right now? I mean, we had a very weird time at the beginning, but it's looking even weirder right now.
Yeah, all of them are going out of fuel life, right?
They're going out with not enough fuel. They're crashing.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that Abu Dhabi is a difficult track, and right now, as there are not so many drivers out on the track, I will also show you why or what we can see in
Yeah.
or well about the Abu Dhabi track. So the Abu Dhabi racing track, Yas Marina Circuit as it's called, is built up from out of 21 corners, 2 DRS zones and 5.54 kilometers. That's roughly 3.45 miles that the drivers have to face each lap. And I don't know, to complete, are you seeing the track right now?
The track map? Yes, I'm seeing the track map.
Wait a minute.
Or do you mean the drivers?
So you can see the track, right?
Yes.
Which would you say are the most difficult or dangerous corners?
I mean, obviously you got turn 2, 3 and 4, which are very fast. If they're gonna go side by side into that, it can be very dangerous, because after turn 3 there's not the best runoff because of the curbs. So that will be a bit dangerous, I think. Also in turn 9, it's a weird turn, because it kind of lifts your car, so you spin very easily in there, I gotta say. And obviously turn 12 and 13, they aren't that bad, but like I said, you can cut very hard on that. Maybe we will see a few penalties from the drivers today, because they just too much there. And also obviously in turn 17, I think we will see very much of just locking up the front left tire, because it's a weird brake zone, because you're in the braking, you're kind of turning still. So yeah, it's not an easy brake zone.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the overtaking here in Abu Dhabi is going to be very, very difficult. I mean, there's not so many overtaking possibilities. The straights are the main parts where you can or could overtake.
Yeah.
But
And now Rocco with a new fast
yeah, I'm just gonna jump back into the race, and we've had some changes at the top. I mean, we had a Rocco now in the Williams jumping up into P1.
That's a very good lap. 133.9.
133.9. That is nice.
I mean, yeah.
If he didn't push.
No, he's retired probably because he just won't do another lap today.
Honnold retired on P7. Alex
probably
is on P6. Sebo 55 is dangerously close to dropping out of Q1, as well as obviously VPJ. Ains,
Ains also. I'm surprised that he didn't go for another lap if he just retired, because I don't think he's that safe over there. I mean, I think Reagent will do a better lap than that for sure.
I'm excited to see whether Top Hat is going for another lap. No, he didn't. That was close. He hit the pit lane entry. Raymond retired on P2. Davman is on P10. Maverick on P11 in the Ferrari. Top Hat on P12 in the McLaren. And the only team, the only two teams I believe that are both in the top 10 are the Renaults with Raymond and Davman on P2 and 10, and Williams on P1 and 5. Williams is doing a great job for this qualifying right now.
Yeah, just like last week, they did such a good qualifying, but then in the race, they did something wrong. I'm really hoping to see them doing a good race today. And now again pushed Eins out of Q2. Pushed out his teammate.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Q2 is now.
That was a good lap. That was a good lap. Pushing himself into the top 5, past the race winner from last week. Alex is out of the top 5. He can go for another lap. No, he doesn't. He retires from the session as well. We've got Turbo Jens on P4 right now. Is the only driver in the top 5 that is not retired yet, but he is in the pits and he's waiting for these 4 minutes to go out. And this is a fight at the bottom now. 755 obviously wants to leave the bottom spaces to the other ones, and that is not the best lap, I believe. Right now he's looking at 129 going into the last corner. Going on the straight, and he's going into the pits as well.
Huh, interesting. I mean, he's the reigning world champion, right?
Exactly, the reigning drivers champion. He is, but this season it's looking like he's struggling a little bit. Last race, it wasn't the most successful for him. But for Alfa Romeo as well, they both retired.
Yeah, maybe the pressure is getting to him.
Possibly, I mean... Now, the back is really fighting. No one wants to... Well, they are all in Q2, but for Q3, I'm going to be really, really excited.
I'm also very excited for Q2. I'm expecting both of the Williams today to go on mediums. That's my call.
Yeah, the strategy is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
What you're going to do on this track is going to be crucial. Every decision. You could start on softs or on mediums and then go for medium, medium, soft, or soft, medium, medium. Or obviously...
Yeah.
Also soft, medium, soft, but that is going to be really difficult.
Yeah, because this track is very hard on tires.
Yes, exactly. The tire usage is really high, so the drivers have to be really careful. And Davman goes on another lap, and he's on P11, doesn't improve and retires. So we have Rocco Adam absolutely smashing Q1. Rayman on P2 in the Renault, so the Renault reserve driver doing a fantastic job right now. Faraday on P3 in the Alfa Romeo, Turbo Jens on P4 in the McLaren. Region T as the only Red Bull driver in Q2. FHB as the second Williams driver on P6. And that's a very successful qualifying for Williams, really. For now, obviously. There's still 2 qualifying sessions to come, but
yeah, exactly. Both in the top 10, I think. We will see great this time.
Alex
Great.
dropping down a lot from last race. I mean, he came in, saw and conquered, and now it's not looking very good for him. Well, it's looking solid, a solid P7. Honnold in the Racing Point on P8, Rath on P9 in the Ferrari, and Adam Mixamix in the Mercedes, rounding up the top 10. And Abu Dhabi is a very, very tough track. If you want to compete in here,
yeah, it really is. The drivers are handling the track really good, though, I gotta say. We haven't sorry, we haven't seen any spins or crashes yet. Just in the lobby we had to restart, but that was a bug, I think. Okay, so now we're waiting for the first drivers to go out, and I think the Red Bull will be first. Yeah, the Red Bull of Reagant will be leading the pack, I think.
no, he won't. He was, but
yeah,
the other drivers
stop.
just pushed in front of him. Seba 55's in Q2. And do you know which drivers are out of Q1?
Yeah, I mean, Eins obviously is out. Then, then the other Racing Point has gotta be out because he's not in Q2. And of course, the other Mercedes, but I'm sorry, I can't remember the name right now. I didn't look at it enough. So maybe we got a picture or something.
Gonna have a look at the race director, so maybe we can see that. No, we can't. Nope.
But we can see the tire strategies.
Yes, and we have a lot of the guys going for mediums. Both the Williams as well.
We have 7 people on mediums now.
But the Ferraris are both going for softs.
But I gotta say, with 7 people on the mediums and the rest on the softs, I don't think that everyone on the mediums will get through to Q3. And now Sebo spun and he hit the wall. No, he didn't hit the wall. He was lucky there. He just spun.
Honnold retired.
Oh, really? Means he will be starting from 15th, unfortunately.
Well, we'll see. Well, no, he didn't retire. He left the game. Well, that is a very, very weird qualifying right now. I mean,
and now Sebo spun again and he just completely destroyed his front wing and almost crashed into Reagant by going back onto the track. That was so close.
He was going for a hot lap, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He just started it. It was in turn 3. It's not looking good for him right now.
He doesn't look like he's got control of the car. Maybe it was the tires, or it's the tires that are making it difficult.
I think they were.
We have a McLaren dropping out, and it's the McLaren of Top Hat.
Yeah.
He probably crashed because the car is just staying still. Let's have a look at it with VPJ, who's just driving past the situation. Yes, he did crash. And
That's unfortunate.
VPJ on the softs goes for fastest sector 1.
I mean, he sets the first lap.
Well, yeah.
But a 134.7 is still very good, and Feridas just got him. Wow, that's very close. Just 200.
No, it's 1 second.
Not even.
Faraday has done a 133. Alex has done a 134.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that's not that close.
But still, Faraday is on pole right now with a 133.7 and a 1 lap softs. Turbo Jens on the softs, slower than Alex on the mediums. Wrath as well. And now VPJ is closing into this lap. What is his time? It's going to be a 136.1. Slowest of the ones that we had until now. Alex has done a fantastic lap. And now let's have a look at A. Rocco, who is going to finish his out lap and starting his hot lap. I'm very excited to see the Williams on the medium.
Bot is almost completed his hot lap now. We'll see time in a minute. He's gone a bit wide on the last corner.
135.235 on the medium tire. Not a bad time.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's enough.
Region T pushing into P8. Davman pushing into P7. And now A. Rocco is starting his lap. Good braking.
I think Honnold also is back because he's on out lap. And yellow flag in every sector.
Now what you want to do in this track is really to be careful not to spin, because you can take a lot of curbs. You can. But if you take too much, you easily spin all around. And that's obviously something that you would want to avoid. Spinning.
Yeah, of course.
Because, well, I think it's self-explanatory why you wouldn't want to spin. Now we have Davman leaving the space for A. Rocco's fastest lap. He's going wide there, closing in. That one is going to be difficult, but he's going to cut a lot of corner here. And
yeah,
there.
like I said, these two turns.
They're really difficult. I mean, you have been racing as well in here yesterday.
Yeah, of course I did.
Raymond now on P1 on the softs as well, and he's a big surprise for the Renault team. They should be really happy to have him as a reserve right now. Adam is coming in to finish his lap. It's a 134.5 on the mediums, which is bringing him into P3. Good lap. Faradays is retiring. Raymond on P1 in the Renault. On the softs, A. Rocco on P3 on the mediums. So I would be really scared of the drivers that are in front of the guys with the softs on the mediums.
Yeah, I mean, especially like you said, I am very surprised about Raymond's performance, because he's just a stand-in driver and this is his first race in this league. So he's doing a phenomenal job, I gotta say.
Exactly. Now Sebo is doing a hot lap. And I'm really surprised. I mean, you've got to be scared, or, well...
Yeah.
You've got to be really scared of A Rocker and Alex, who pushed past. Well, most of the drivers that are on soft, I mean, they pushed themselves into P3 and 4 on the mediums. That's a fantastic job. Now Sebo's spinning a little bit, going into the next corner again, and about to finish his lap. What is it going to be? It's gonna be 136.3, which is not enough for any improvement.
Yeah, Sebo really struggling today. I'm very surprised by that. So now we have just Arnold on his hot lap, I think, because Sebo will go into the pits probably. And VPJ retired from the session, which means he won't be in Q3.
No, he won't. He probably is very happy with his lap. And now let's have a look at FHB, who's changing the strategy. He's seeing that the medium lap that he did is just not enough. And he's going for the softs as well. Now on the hot lap.
That's an interesting decision.
On the out lap, I'm sorry.
And no, Sebo actually just drove the fastest sector in sector 2, but now spun. Oh no. That's a shame. He was on a good lap.
Raymond retired as well. Abu Dhabi is going to be a very strategic race. You've got to go for a 2-stop. If you want to try a 1-stop, that is going to be really risky for mediums, hards, or hards, mediums.
Yeah, I'm not expecting this from anyone today.
I wouldn't recommend it.
No.
They should go for the 2-stop, playing it safely. Just doing your laps as consistent as possible. Not spin and not crash, because safety car here can be fatal. I'm talking out of experience. As if you guys are going to watch
really
Tier 2 race, that wasn't my best race. Well, it wasn't the most successful one.
Yeah, but I think you were quite unlucky, right? If I can remember correctly.
Well, yeah, qualifying was basically ended by your AI just stopping in the middle of the track, and hence I couldn't move anywhere, and my qualifying was finished in P6. But for the race, I think the crashes were my fault. The one against Ty was on the safety car, so well, obviously the braking and going that stop and go, you really have to be very, very careful. And FHB is going into the box, into the pits.
Maybe he saw that the medium lap actually was enough, and he doesn't want to destroy it.
Possible with the last 3 minutes left. But the race yesterday wasn't, as you said, my most lucky one. I think in Austria I did a better job. Obviously my qualifying was bad as well, and I hope that next week in Brazil I'm going to be able to get a better time there, improve a little. Adam retired as well now on P12.
In P12? So he doesn't even go on a... He doesn't even try to go on softs for top 10. He did his lap
a lot of guys don't try to improve their times.
Yeah.
I think in Q1 there were some guys already going out. Now A Rocker retiring on the medium tire.
And now I think Maverick just improved time to be in Q3. I don't think he would be in Q3 with his old time, right?
I don't think so too. I think he was down. He's now pushed. Yes, he's pushed FHB down on P9, Region T on P10 and Davman on P11. Seba 55 is still on P14.
And now only just Devmon will do another hot lap, I expect. Or no, Seb's also on hot lap. But yeah, I think Devmon will push into top 10 because his last lap, his best lap yet was on mediums. Now he's on soft. So he's probably gonna push out Ryujin now.
Let's see what he can do. Now going up the straight. Region T retired from the session. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers that are still in Q2 and Davman trying to push Region T out and making FHB the driver at risk. But right now it's Region T who's got to be very careful. Fastest Sector 2 and Sector 1 for Davman. Now let's see. He's coming into the last sector. Can he keep that? Because this is very difficult. The last sector is the one where you might struggle the most.
Yeah. Especially on old tires.
It's absolutely not nice. Davman going for 135, pushing himself onto P6. Sebo with a hot lap, pushing himself onto P12, but not getting past Region T or FHB into the top 10. He's got the last lap remaining. Can he improve?
I don't think so. His ERS is already very low just on the second straight, so I don't think he will be able to improve his time.
He's got 9% ERS. He's going pretty fast. Let's see. And now he's going half a second slower in Sector 2. He's having some problems with the last corners, with corner 17 there.
Yeah, I saw it. He was really struggling with it. I don't think it was an improvement.
I don't think so too.
No, it wasn't.
Sebo is going to stay P12 and the drivers are going to go into Q3. So these are the guys that are out. We have Region T in the Red Bull dropping out. FHB saving himself on the medium tyre. That was very, very close. Sebo 55 on P12 in the Alfa Romeo. Adam Xmx on P13 in the Mercedes. VPJ in the Alpha Tower on P14 and Top Hat on P15 in the McLaren with no time, retiring with no time.
Yeah. I mean, Raymond really did a good lap. A Rocco with the mediums, just 1.7 seconds behind him, even though he was on the mediums, so I guess it will be a very close fight at the top.
It will, it definitely will, and Q3 is there for us to show who is going to start this race from P1. The big desired pole position. So difficult.
Yeah, of course. So I see the Alfa Romeo Ferrado is on pole right now, or going out first.
He is going out first.
Also, as you just see the pit line, I've got an interesting fact about it. It's actually almost the same radius as Eau Rouge de Radion in Spa.
Wow.
Yeah. Though not quite as fast.
Well, obviously not as fast. I also have to say that I'm not a big fan of the pit lane in here in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's not much space in there. And what did Fergus just do?
He cut a little bit of corners. He wanted to heat up
Yeah.
his tires, maybe.
I guess.
This is going to be a very difficult track to overtake in. The straights are going to be the only place where you might want to or might be able to do an overtake, but you have to be very careful. It's just like Monaco.
Yeah. Especially
Well,
sector 3, it's very close there.
yeah, the only difference is that in Monaco you really don't have any overtaking possibilities. Maybe the
Yeah.
straight or turn
The
one.
tunnel.
Yeah, or the tunnel, but I don't think that overtakes there are going to happen because that is really, 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 really dangerous.
Oh no,
And Farado's spun is out. Is he?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He was lucky. He was very lucky.
Wow.
How did his tire survive this massive crash?
Wow.
He is so lucky.
I think Ericsson hit us. No, Ericsson didn't hit us. That's obviously just a little joke.
Yeah.
He did a Marcus Ericsson though. He just threw his Alfa Romeo into the wall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's surprising.
Starting his hot lap just like this. That is absolutely the last thing that you'd want to see in Q3. Fighting for pole position. He's got absolutely no control of the car right now. Let's have a look at the other ones. We have Rath in the Ferrari, who is doing his laps faster sector 1 and sector 2. No, faster sector 2 for him it is. Now pushing into sector 3. The Ferrari.
Now Rocco over the line and he's got 133.9.
Yeah, that's a fast lap for the Williams.
Yeah, but not the best lap from him this weekend, I would say.
It's not, but a big difference between him and FHB, who's on the second soft.
Yeah, what's happened to him right there?
Rath into P3.
Raymond my god.
Gets pole position. Wow.
Under 133. That's crazy. Oh my god. That's actually a crazy time. That's like more than 2 seconds faster than me. He's such
How
a driver.
did he do that?
I
Wow.
I'm really hoping for him to get a seat as soon as possible so he can race at every race and not just as a reserve driver.
That is incredible. Well, Renault must be really, really happy with the driver's decision that they decided to recruit Raymond for this race as the reserve for Burkina. Unfortunately, Burkina just couldn't take part in this Grand Prix today, but Raymond is doing an incredible job throughout the qualifying. For me, at the moment, he's definitely the surprise of this day.
Yeah, for me too, obviously. I mean, he's doing so well. Very unexpected from him. Now we also got his teammate on a hot lap.
Yes, it's Davman on the hot lap, and he is going into the second straight of Sector 2.
Just behind the Ferrari of Maverick, I would say. Now Jens is making room for him.
Very excited to see where he's going to finish, but I think that's not enough to 120 right now. That is not enough for P6.
No, I don't think so either.
It's enough for P7 though, and the second Ferrari is now in P8, so we have 3 teams that are completely in Q3. We have the Renaults of Raymond and Davman, the Ferraris of Rath and Maverick, and the Williams of Rocco and FHB. Honnold has pushed himself into P3. Alex on P2, and obviously Raymond with a beautiful lap on P1.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think Raymond got the pole right there. I don't think anyone can challenge that at this point, from what we have seen today. So now Ferido is on a new hot lap, and he actually got fastest sector too. Maybe he's good enough.
If he's going to be able to do a very good sector 3, then yes, but he spins a little. Whoa! Takes control of the car, but that is not going to be enough, is it?
I don't think so. The spin, or not the spin, but the mistake. That was really bad.
Let's see. It's going to be a very good lap though. P2 for Faraday, but wow, what a lap by Raymond. Still.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
Yeah, it really is. Well, we got only Jens, who hasn't set a time yet, and he's still in the pits. What is he doing? The 2 Williams now going out, or no, they're going on the hot lap actually, already. Maybe they can give themselves a toe on the straight, but I don't think that they're close enough, fortunately.
Well, FHB goes faster sector 1.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a good lap for FHP, because I was expecting more from him.
The first 2 qualifyings were very, very close for him. I mean,
yeah,
he just went into Q3 really, really lucky. I think P10 it was that.
Yeah, it was on the mediums.
Brought him into the next qualifying, and he's finishing sector 2. Not fastest though. Going into sector 3, and that is really difficult now. Going a little bit wide here. It's a 1:10 going into the last part of sector 3, into the last corners. Oh, braking a little bit too much.
No,
spinning a little bit. Maverick retired from the session, and FHB is really
going wide there.
Yeah.
Wide again.
133.8. They'll bring him into P4. That's still a good lap.
Yeah.
But I think he could do better.
Yeah, I think so too. I gotta say. But P4, I think he will be happy with that.
Yeah, sure, if there's not going to be any change until the end. Now 1 minute left on the clock, and Davman is out there on P8 doing his hot lap, or well, out lap. And then we'll see if he can maybe challenge Raymond or push his Renault closer into the top 5 maybe. Wrath on
Yeah.
P7.
Raymond retired.
Yeah, he must be pretty confident about his lap. And now
I would be too.
And now Davman has started his and now Davman is starting his hot lap.
So I'm just watching Ref. Maybe he can also improve his time, but it doesn't look like it.
What do you think?
No, can't do it.
What do you think is the time that that FHB can get? If
I
he's doing
think
perfect lap.
if he's doing a great lap, he would be 3 to 4 tenths faster. So close to Ferido is maybe even faster than him, but at least around his time.
I agree. I think it's going to be about the same.
Yeah. I mean, they were pretty close at Austria. Okay, so now Defmon at turn 17. Pretty good turn, I gotta say. Pretty good corner for him.
Let's see if he can improve his time. He might be able to if he's pushing the last 2 corners. Oh, that was not the best one there. And he's going a little faster. But he stays. P8. No, he drops down to P9 as Turbo Jensen the McLaren pushes past him. And the qualifying is over. Raymond with a incredible qualifying. Wow, what is that? Look at that. Raymond in the Renault on P1. Faradeus on P2 in the Alfa Romeo. Alex in the Haas on P3. FHB in the Williams on P4. Racing Point driver Honold on P5. A. Rocco in the second Williams on P6. Turbo Jensen the McLaren on P7. Rath in the first Ferrari on P8. Davman on P9 in the Renault. And Maverick GH finishing the top 10 with a 1:36.1. 3 seconds between him and Raymond. And I mean,
yeah, I mean, that's a lot. I mean, I think last week it was just 1.5 seconds between P1 and P10, right? Or even P1 and P15. So last week the field was way close.
yeah, but obviously it's a different track. Like,
Yeah, of course. Abu Dhabi, a much harder track to drive on.
and let's see, we have a formation lap to prepare ourselves for this GP. And Abu Dhabi is going to be very interesting. I feel like we're going to see some good fights very much at the top. Let's see what the Renault is going to do. What Raymond is going to do with that pole position that he absolutely deserved. I'm very excited. Very, very much. Let's have a look at that. Obviously Abu Dhabi usually. Bruthamule and Tibi disqualified from the session. Hopefully only the formation lap. But let's see. Abu Dhabi obviously normally being the end of the calendar, but if you guys don't know, we have another calendar. That's why we started in Austria, and we have some exciting races in front of us. Next week it's going to be Brazil, after that Silverstone, then in round 5 we're going to race in Mexico, round 6 is going to take place in Netherlands, round 7 in Monza, so the Italian Grand Prix in round 7, round 8 in Belgium, round 9 in Australia, round 10 in Monaco, round 11 in Canada, then Singapore, Spain, Azerbaijan and Bahrain to finish season 2 and start season 3 after that. Very, very nice. We have the drivers lining up right now. They are waiting for the start of this Grand Prix, and we are with Raymond, the pole position winner. The predicted pit stop strategies, as we said before, were 2 stops. Softs, medium. I can't see anything. Here we are. The race is about to start and it's lights out and away we go. Full round 2 of the F1 Esport League. And the lights were out. This wasn't my mistake when you have a start. And Alex has pushed past there onto P1. Faraday has also passed Raymond on P2. Raymond dropped down on P3. FHB on P4 still getting overtaken by Honnold. Bruthamule has left the session. TB's on P18. Bruthamule's on P19. He's still in. FHB pushing on P4. Honnold there. And they are fighting. Honnold is on the inside. Here we have him. I'm going to have to invite someone again. Here we are back. What a start. And there's still the fight between Honnold and the 2 Williams. Now FHB and Rocco winning that fight against the Racing Point. It's on P4, 5 and Racing Point on P6. Seba pushing up 5 positions onto P7. Davman in the Renault on P8 gaining 1 position. Maverick also gaining 1 position. Adam gaining 3 positions from P13 onto P10. Regent T staying the same on P11. Ains gaining 4 positions. Rath dropping down 5 positions from P8 to P13. Top Hat on P15. Turbo Jens has dropped down a very big amount of places. And we have the safety car. Yes, as you said. What a start. This is Raymond has dropped down. And here again we can see the predicted pit stop strategy is going to be medium, soft, medium or medium, medium, hards. Or medium, medium, soft. That seems pretty weird. Maybe with the race circumstances. FHB is going into the pits. Rocco now on P4. Honnold on P5. The safety car is because of Renault. It's the one of Davman. No, it's not. It's the one from Raymond, is it? No, it's not.
I don't know.
The safety car probably was because of Bruthamule. I am not sure though. I can only see that it stopped.
Yeah, Bruthamule just DNF.
We have 2 drivers in the pits right now. It's, well, not 2 drivers, actually there's 5 in the pits. Alex currently leading this GP after a fantastic start, pushing past Faraday and Raymond from his P3, and he's leading the safety car here. That's a fantastic start.
Once again, he is on P1 after the start. His starts are amazing, I gotta say.
Exactly. Faraday is now heating his tyres a little bit. That is very close, and the safety car is going really slow. Really slow. Look at it. There's a bunch of drivers now. Here we have the safety car, not knowing how long it is going to take, but now both races, Tier 1 and Tier 2, start with a safety car. FHB dropping down to P13, so 9 positions lost for him. Tibby in the second racing point, winning 8 positions. A Rocco on P4 from his P6 start. And it's looking solid. Obviously the safety car is not what you want to see when you start a Grand Prix, but you cannot really avoid it, can you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we got the safety car at every start, I think, yet in the PC series, at least. And we can also see Sebo. He has also done a great start. He's gone up 6 positions just from the start. Very good thing for him.
And we're in lap 3, and A Rocco and Honold collided with each other. There's a 5-second penalty for both of them.
Ah, that's a shame.
Let's see. I think next lap the safety car should come in again.
Yeah, hopefully.
So we can see some racing.
Now also Eins in the pit probably he's gotten some damage, plus 6 seconds off of Jens.
Faradeus is dangerously close to Alex. Like,
yeah. Always behind the safety car, they are driving very dangerously.
they are, aren't they? Look at Alex still leading the Grand Prix. Wow, that is actually a good start for this Grand Prix. I mean, we've had a lot of position changes. And right now, it's Tibby gaining the Driver of the Day trophy. Maybe he might also be able to get some points. FHB dropped down.
And now Rea again just overtook FHP. What happened there?
Exactly.
I mean, you can't just overtake someone.
There's the race control. The safety car is coming in this lap, and we are about to restart racing as soon as we can. Drivers are obviously heating up the tires, and for you guys to see. These are the tires that we have. So Alex is on 2 lap old mediums, Faraday's and Raymond on softs, A Rocco in the Williams on mediums as well. Racing Point driver Honold on mediums, Seba 55 on mediums, Davin on softs, Maverick on softs, Adam on softs, and Wrath on softs.
And now Faraday just spun on the start finish straight. Oh no!
He did as
No,
soon as the Grand Prix started again. He's dropping down to P9. Tibby has gotten himself into the points. FHB now on P11. Who's going to do the overtake? Honold very close for the overtake on A Rocco. Adam in the Williams. So A Rocco pushing himself onto P3. He's now on the podium, but he's got some drivers behind him. Is the overtake now possible for Raymond, who's got the straight? No DRS, obviously, right now, but maybe he's got the pace. No, he doesn't. Not right now. Maybe we have to wait some laps until we can see good overtakes. Now Top Hat in the bottom here. There's a big overtake. Top Hat going past, going wide. VPJ, the fight between the two cars there. FHB has fought himself back into the points. He's back on P10. Maverick, Faraday is on P8. Maverick is on P7, fighting against Davman on P6. Adam Mix now close to the overtake, but he's losing a little bit of time there.
No,
solid
Ferrido is
start.
also very close onto the Ferrari of Maverick. Maybe he can push back to the position he was in at the start. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Okay, so
Raymond is still close. He's got the softs and the mediums. I'm so excited to see that one. Because I think the
yeah, of
overtake
course.
is possible. Raymond has got the pace now going into the hairpin. Good exit onto the inside. Can he go past? He uses the overtake. ERS is on and is used. Alex, though, is going much faster than the Renault. Now maybe some late braking. He's thinking about it. Oh, and the ghosting there from Alex. Don't know what happened there. They're trying for a little switcheroo. The Renault of Raymond using the overtake. He's trying to go over the outside. Can he do the overtake? He's trying to go now over the inside, pushing past him. He has the inside. No, he doesn't. Yes, he's got it. And he does the overtake. Raymond on P1. Alex on P2. He's pushed past the Renault. What an overtake. What a start for him. Dropping down to P3, gaining it back. And we have Alex on P2 in the Haas and a Rocco on P3 in the Williams.
Yeah, it was a really great move of Raymond, and now maybe Rocco can also do the overtake on Alex. Maybe he can make it work. He's very close on the back of him.
DRS is enabled. There's a 3-second time penalty.
Got a 3-second penalty. Multiple warning. Yeah, probably corner cutting.
Maybe now on the straight if the exit is good. And if, obviously, a Rocco can keep up with the pace of Alex in front of him. Now, Alex making a mistake in the braking. The overtake could be possible. He's got the DRS right now and the overtake and the ERS. He's faster. Can he do the move? Yes, he does, and a Rocco pushes past Alex in the Haas onto P2, going past the Haas driver. Now climbing up the podium position. A Rocco starting from P6, I believe, now on P2. Obviously, there's still a time penalty
but
that he has to impose. And Alex is coming back, yes, over the outside. Beautiful move again.
Yes, and now from the fighting, maybe actually Honnold can get something out of their fighting, yeah.
He just couldn't do anything about it, could he? Alex now still trying to defend, and here it's obviously easier to defend drivers behind you than it is when racing in Austria, for example, or in Brazil.
Course.
That's a completely different story. Alex still.
No, I think a Ferrari just spun, right? There was a yellow flag in
that is
too.
Possible. Tibby has already lost all of his gain that he had at the start of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Adam is struggling to keep up with the Haas. Alex has got the better exit, but does he have the DRS?
No, FHP bot is
doesn't.
just fighting with Defmon in the Renault.
Yeah,
They're
he
wheel
is.
To wheel.
They are wheel to wheel, and Davin is on softs. Well, that was close. Maybe an old switcheroo, but FHP manages that very good. Now on the straight, he can use the DRS. He does on the outside, going past FHB. The move is made. Now closing the gap, and they touch wheel to wheel there again. FHB doesn't want to give that position away. Davman doesn't want to give that position away as well. He's on the outside, closing the gap. Devon spins! That was very dangerous.
Yeah.
That is
FHP
probably going to
touched
get
him.
a penalty points for that move.
Yeah.
Closing the gap there. No space for Davman to go anywhere. Rath is out of this Grand Prix, dropping a lot of positions here. Let's have a
Oh,
look
it's
at...
a safety car again.
Yes. We have another safety car for the Ferrari, who's just stopped in the middle of the track. Let's have a look at the second Ferrari, who's just going past the Ferrari of Rath. Oh, and he stopped in the middle of the track.
Completely destroyed,
That is
yeah.
really, really dangerous. He's now going back into the pits. No, he's still on track. Rath is out. Okay. The pit window is open for some changes. Raymond still leading. Closest to an overtake is Holnold, who's keeping up with the guys in front of him. A-Rocker with a very good exit now out of corner 9. But maybe the move is now possible. Holnold is stuck in 7th gear. Or he didn't want to make the change for higher gear.
Maybe he has a gearbox failure or something. Which would be very unfortunate for him. Okay, so I guess the safety car is staying out for one more lap until lap 9 or 10. So now, I think all of them got into the pits, right? Yeah, the top 4 guys just got into the pits. Alex got a 5-second penalty because of speeding in the pit lane. Oh no!
And that's the danger of going without pit assist. Obviously, pit assist has
of course.
a bit of is a little bit slower, but it has the advantage that when you go into the pits, you can just relax. You don't have to worry about crashing or starting again. It gives you a little bit of advantage on that part. But obviously, if you don't use pit assist, you are a little bit faster if you know how to use it. Raymond dropped down to P5. Sebo currently leading this Grand Prix in the safety car, so that might mean
there's
a change.
Yeah, like maybe there's still something in for it, something in it for him, which I didn't really expect.
We'll
so
see.
yeah,
Maverick is dropping down due to his pit stop. FHB has got a time penalty, and Sebo 55 is on 8-lap old mediums, so he probably is going to go for another 2 laps or something. Maybe going for 10 laps, and then.
Yeah, I think 10 laps on the mediums is the standard pit window.
I think so too.
But, yeah, but also the two McLarens very good in P3 and 4.
Yeah, right now they are doing a good job. Yeah.
Okay, so is the safety car staying out one more lap? I think. So I think we should have got the.
There was no
already.
notification from the safety car.
Yeah.
I think it's going to stay out for another lap.
Yeah. It's staying out. I just saw FHP bot is on the hards. Maybe he's doing a 1-stop. Maybe he tries a 1-stop.
That's possible.
And also I think Alex just... No wait, Raymond over... What is happening? Why are they overtaking? Yeah, Raymond just overtook Jens for some reason. I have no clue how that's even possible under a safety car, but yeah. He should have got a penalty, right?
I'm not sure. I was still with Seba 55.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Normally the rules are that you can't overtake anyone, but sometimes you can
Yeah,
do
usually
it,
if you
but...
spin out or something like this.
Oh yeah, that could have happened. Okay, so oh yeah, the safety car is coming
Yes, exactly.
in
Safety
this
car going
lap.
in this lap. So the difficult thing about Abu Dhabi is to keep the laps consistent without spinning or crashing, just like Monaco, and keeping them
Yeah, of course.
fast, obviously.
I mean, it's it's the same on every track basically. If you spin, it's
Yeah,
always bad.
Sure, but for Monaco it's going to be even worse because if
Yeah,
you
of
spin,
course.
you're immediately out. There's no way of getting back into the Grand Prix, basically.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously Monaco's an even more difficult track because you have to be very careful. And
Oh, and someone just lost the front wing there in the back. I don't know who though. I guess Adam, because he's pitting now.
Yeah.
No, it was Rocco. He's one lap old mediums. He just pit.
An overtake of Raymond on top hat on the softs. Sebo is still leading right now this Grand Prix, but Sebo is not fast enough for Raymond. Raymond now on the inside going
Raymond
with a
is
good
so
exit.
fast.
Yeah, he's really doing a very good job.
Yeah. He's a very good driver.
Sebo 55 with the overtake button tries to do some late braking. Can he do that? Oh, that is difficult. He can, though. Gain the position back. Raymond pushing him aside. They go wheel to wheel. They touch. And Sebo drops to P2.
Yes, Sebo is on the 10 lap old tires. He really doesn't have a chance with those tires, I gotta say.
Turbo Jens fighting with Alex for P3. And Williams hasn't had the best outcome now of the first laps. I mean, Adam...
Yeah, just like last time. They were good in the quali, but now in the race, something happened. It's really
Although,
sad.
you have to say, they are both on hards, and maybe they probably are going to get faster in the end. Avoiding the pit stop, obviously, the second one.
Yeah, maybe the strategy will work for them.
We'll see. With Faradeus now overtaking Turbo Jens, and Faradeus is on P4. With some good points for Alfa Romeo right now. Seba 55 on P2. So that's 18 points only for the Alfa Romeo, and obviously Faradeus on P4 with 12 points. So a total of 30 points possible for the Alpha team right now.
No, a Red Bull spun. I didn't see who it was, but it was a Red Bull. Yeah, it was Red Bull for again.
This region FHB close to the overtake on Honold. He's trying on the inside and he's faster on the hards. Going with some late braking. Honold is pushing him out. FHB still trying to fight back. Yes, they do.
No, the Renault comes in.
And he is getting that place there. P8 pushing past. Can he go over the outside? Honold spins. Wow, that was dangerously close. FHB goes for some corner cutting. Jumps into the corner there.
Again.
He just dive bombs into there, and
Yeah.
that was another very dangerous move.
I mean, FHB is driving very dangerously.
Very
today.
aggressively.
Yeah, very aggressively. But now also Raymond very close onto the back of his teammate Sebo. I think he will do the overtake now. Yeah. I think Sebo just let him through as he goes wide. Also Raymond with the fast lap on the mediums, that's very impressive. And also Sebo got a 3-second time penalty for corner cut. What?
And now they hit FHB just tanking through Davman, who tried the overtake. I think the front wing might be damaged, but I'm not sure. Davman
Of FHP or Davman?
FHB, but Davman still trying to fight there. He doesn't want to give up on the medium tyre.
Oh yeah, I think the Renault, the end plate on the Renault is broken, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah, it looked like it. Now Faraday also got a 3-second time penalty. What are they doing?
For multiple warnings, so probably corner cutting again.
Yeah, yeah.
Eins is very close to an overtake on Honnold, but now he's losing some time there.
Also, I'm surprised Devon can hold the position because of his broken front wing. But I guess FHP... And they touch, they go very wide, but got the move done.
And not only on Davman, but also on Tophead, so FHB now on P6.
Yeah.
Davman obviously still fighting.
And Maverick also got a 3-second time penalty, wow. This is crazy. Almost all of them, or not all of them, but half of them have a penalty at the moment. And also Ferido is overtaking Alex on the medium tires, wow. I guess the softs are already dying. And now Jens very close on the back on Sebo. And I think he can do the move on the inside, yeah. He just overtook him on the straight with DRS. Even though he's on 11 lap old softs. How is he finding the grip?
FHB still pushing him out. That is going to be a lot of points, of penalties for the Williams. Some way too dirty driving. The Renault has got a broken front wing as well. That is very, very dirty.
Yeah, he's very aggressive today. What a shame to see.
Now on P4, after Alex and Turbo Jens went into the pits. But that is looking...
I mean, the strategy could actually work if he's doing a one-stop for him. Now in P4, if Raymond would pit, he would come out behind of FHP, yeah. Even behind of Devon and Reagent, I think. Also, what happened to Rocco actually? I mean, he's on the same strategy, but he's in 16th place. I didn't really see what happened to him.
We can have a look at him. Wait, Davman is doing the move. on the Williams. FHB still pushing him out. That is not
I
looking very
think they
clean.
touched again. Yeah.
Yep. Davman doesn't have a front wing anymore. Or well, he does, but
Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Devon.
A Rocco trying to do the move on the Ferrari, and they hit. A Rocco smashes into the back of Maverick. The overtake is positive, but A Rocco seems to have some front wing damage. Yes, he does. That was not the best move there. Honnold is still
FHP very close on Sebo. Maybe he can make the move. I mean, Sebo's on 15 lap old mediums. That's crazy. I think he's also doing the 2-stop. The 1-stop, sorry. Okay, so Adam showing. Now FHP not getting a very good exit, but gets blocked off by Sebo and can't get the move done. He lost a lot of time through there. Now maybe through the outside. No, he can't do it. And also Eins again got a 3-second penalty. What is he doing? Corner cutting a lot. I mean, we are on regular corner cutting, right? We aren't on strict.
No, we are on regular, exactly.
Yeah, how are they doing that? that's actually an F.
I'm really scared. 755 now on 15 laps going with the medium tire. That is.
Yeah, that's mental. I mean, how can you find the grip on those tires? They're probably at like 50 or 60%. Also, FHP bot is using a lot of overtaking mode past him, which isn't a good idea, I think. And now he gets the move done.
Past 755.
Yeah, he already passed.
But
What? Sebo actually gets back. Even though FHP got the DRS, well.
that is looking.
But yes.
That is looking really, really dangerous. The race from FHB. I'm not happy with this race. It's absolutely dirty today.
Yeah, a few situations were not okay. Now maybe around the outside. No, he can't do it. Now the inside, he still can't do it. His exits are very poor at the moment. Maybe his tires are already getting to him, which would be very bad for a 1-stop.
The fact that 755 is on much older mediums,
yeah,
doesn't make it better.
Yeah, I mean, he basically started the race on this tires. He's still this fast. Now FHP bot using overtake through the corner, which is a very good idea. But I think, yeah, on the straight, he gets the move done.
He does. Now on P3 for FHB.
I mean, I would say Raymond, if Raymond doesn't do any major mistakes, then he will get the race win, I would say. I mean, he's so far in front of everyone. I think even if you would pit right now, he'd still come out in front of FH people and third was. Oh, and Sebo almost spun with contact with Alex. He gotta go into the pits now. I mean, tires are 80 laps old.
18 laps old.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
crazy on medium. But yeah, I presume he will stay out until at least lap 20 because he wants to do the medium soft strategy.
Yeah, that's possible. Soft, medium, soft.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the best idea though, because he's
No, I mean he's losing so much time.
yeah,
getting
and now
overtaken
he's
by
going
everyone.
to go into the pits. That's another 20-second pit stop, at least. And then
No, I think it's 30 seconds, right?
30.
I think so on this track. Yeah. It's a crazy long pit lane.
Yeah, that's possible. I normally know that Monza is the longest pit lane. Sorry, not Monza, Imola, wasn't it?
Imola? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Or which one was it?
Maybe Singapore? No.
Singapore does have a long pit lane, but I don't think that's the one.
I mean, you know, maybe it's this one because the hard turn, you know, they are so slow through there.
I'm not sure.
sadly
Let's go with Abu Dhabi, but I'm not convinced. Like,
me neither, I guess. It's. I'll look it up.
Raymond still leading this Grand Prix. 8 laps to go until the end. Farideos is on new mediums. He might be able to fight for P1 if he's getting closer, but the podium right now seems pretty much set, or at least the first two places. Regenti now tries to go past Top Hat with some late braking. He does go past Top Hat with some late braking over the inside there, just moving past the McLaren. The McLaren of Top Hat now also has DRS that he can use for the overtake, but it's a little bit too far away. Regenti locks up there. And Honnold is just behind Top Hat. We might be able to go for the move there. We're in lap 21 out of 28. Right now, Honnold is getting closer and closer to Top Hat. It's looking pretty good.
Also, just looked it up. The longest pit lane is actually in Brazil.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is
but
true.
maybe it doesn't take the longest time because you can drive very fast through there.
Exactly. I think it's like the mix of distance And now Honnold has got a time penalty for corner cutting. I think it's a mix of distance and speed. For example, in Russia, you're only allowed to go 60 miles per hour. Sorry.
Oh yeah, true. In Britain too, in Silverstone.
Yeah, you've got to go slower than the normal 80 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Now Honnold is on the move for top hats using DRS and overtake. And over the inside, top hat is very much far away from Honnold, and Honnold gets a easy and clean overtake there.
Now FHP bot got another 3-second time penalty. It's now on 6 seconds already.
Alex is just behind him. FHB bot is going into the pits, and Alex is the new number 3 driver. We have a yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. I feel like it's a Mercedes stopping a lot of the cars, as we can see there. So it is looking really tight here after the Mercedes, with a lot of the guys that are being stopped or held up.
Yeah,
now,
also now we can see that FHP bot actually didn't go for the one stop, which is crazy for me, because he was on, I think, 13 laps now, but as we have seen from Seb on the mediums, he probably could have ended the race on those hards.
yes,
So-
but no, because I think FHB had to do a lot of fighting against Davman,
Oh,
for
yeah,
example. So
yeah,
probably the
that's
tire
true.
usage there were.
Yeah, of course I didn't think about that.
I mean, still, he could have gone for more laps for sure. He could have finished
Yeah,
it on the hards, but maybe the change onto the softs is a little bit better. He can gain some pace on the other guys, and
Yeah, I mean, maybe it was the right call, we will see.
Maverick is overtaken by Bush. And if we're looking at the bottom of the grid, there's Tibby, Ains and A. Rocco in the Williams. That is a horrible race for the Williams today.
I mean, what happened to Tibby? He is 1 minute and 22 seconds off of Ains. What happened there?
He might be just slower, some laps down or something. Maybe spinning or some.
Yeah, probably.
But A. Rocco, that is not the race that both of the Williams expected.
No. But no, FHP bot overtook Top Hat, which really wasn't hard for him on those new softs. Now he's closing up to Honnold pretty quick.
But Top Hat is still going closer and closer. If FHB doesn't pull away. Sebo now currently in the points as well. And we have 4 laps to go. 4 laps remaining. Let's go with one of the Red Bulls. So, next race is going to be in Brazil. What do you think of Brazil itself? What do you think about the track? What do you think about racing there? Past races? Are you excited about it? Or
Yeah, I'm very excited about it because it's one of my favorite tracks. I think second or third favorite track of mine, I would say. I mean, it's just a very iconic and very good track. I mean, you know, there are very much overtaking opportunities, and yes, it's just a great track. So I'm very excited for it, and for me, at the next race, next Friday, I'm expecting at least a podium. What are
Well,
your expectations for your race next week?
that shouldn't be too difficult for you, that podium. As we've seen, you are a very consistent driver. You have the pace. I obviously would love to see a podium for me, but I think I'm very far off of that right now. The pace is just not there. Abu Dhabi was close, but I think I'm going to be unlucky again.
I mean, if you're not unlucky, I think you have a shot at the podium because by yourself, I haven't really seen a lot of mistakes. So yeah, I think you're very consistent too, but you're just very unlucky in the past two races.
Yeah, well, the last race I crashed into the McLaren of Heinz, I think. Raresh, sorry, and that was my fault. So
it was on a safety car, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, obviously the stop and go is very difficult. I don't know which race I'm very excited about or which race is my favorite. I think Austria would have been one of the best ones. So that was a great start. Brazil is going to be fantastic. And personally, I'm also very, very excited for Italy because I think Italy... Let's say it's not called the Temple of Speed for nothing. They call it because it is the Temple of Speed, in my opinion, and that's what we're going to see. Like, hell of a lot of speed, and if you can control your car there, then a win or a podium should be possible.
I mean, just at the start, turn 1 will already be a safety car, I think.
Yeah, depending on how much the cars are going to push, obviously.
Yeah.
There, it's going to be very crucial with those very tight starts. It's going to be very crucial for some good qualifying. So qualifying P1 or P2, that is definitely going to be, or P3 maybe.
Yeah, of course.
That is going to be the key for a good race. Here as well, it's like the same race start as, for example, a track like Austria, or well, not Austria exactly, but Abu Dhabi, like a very short start, and then a very tight or fast corner one.
Corner, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you really have to be careful about the start to not get a DNF or something like that. Brazil is different. Brazil and Silverstone, you have you do have some space for overtaking or for the start. So there you don't have to be that cautious or careful. For example, Netherlands is in the middle. Italy is definitely very dangerous. Belgium is very dangerous. The start with that very fast move to the right. Monaco, but that's self-explanatory because Monaco's dangerous altogether.
Always dangerous, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Baku.
Yeah, for sure. Baku as well. Bahrain is okay, but you have to know how to move into the first corner without going too wide, because that if you qualify P1 or P2, that is going to be the main part where you could lose a lot of positions when you start the Grand Prix. For the rest of the track, it's pretty much if you have a good start, then for the rest of the race it should be pretty let's say comfortable, yeah, to continue. And I mean, yeah. No, you go. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I just want to say, because you talked about the starts, that I have to work on my starts because I'm always losing at least one position at the start. I don't know what I'm doing there.
Yeah, me too. I haven't had a good start in Austria. I did have a good start. I think from P15 I jumped into P10 there, or P11. But
Yeah.
in Abu Dhabi I haven't, but that is not really that difficult to have a bad start in Abu Dhabi, so
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
not really wondering.
And now, actually, Raymond is on his last lap of the Grand
It
Prix, and
is.
he's 20 seconds ahead of the second car of Ferdo's.
And the third car of Alex is 20 seconds away from Faradeus.
Yeah.
We have some big gaps there. Very big gaps.
But also, they have a lot of penalties, but I don't think it will be enough to change the race results. No.
Personally, the track that I don't like from this year's calendar has got to be either Abu Dhabi or Spain. I'm not a big fan of Spain, but obviously that changes from person to person.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed a lot of people say that they don't like Spain, but I don't really know why. I really like the track.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I struggle a lot in the last part of the sector. You know, of sector 3 with that. The braking there is just so difficult, and you have really like you don't have grip at all right there. So
yeah, I know. The last corner especially don't have any grip.
Exactly. So if you want to do some late braking or some fast corners there, that is basically impossible because you don't have no grip at all. And Raymond is winning in Abu Dhabi. We have the Renault reserve driver jumping in and taking the win. A. Rocco's finishing the Grand Prix on P14. Faradeus now about to cross the line on P2. 18 points for the Alfa Romeo in his second race. Alex on P3, finishing the Grand Prix with a very good performance on the podium for him as well. Turbo Jens on P4 for the McLaren. Great performance for the English constructors, the British constructors. Honnold on P5 in the Racing Point. FHB with a kind of dirty race on P6, Seba 55 on P7, on 7 laps old softs, Top Hat on P8, and FHB has crossed the line. Seba 55 is crossing it as well. Top Hat on P8, Adam XMX on P9, Region T on P10, Davman on P11, just losing out of the points due to the crashes that he had with FHB in the Williams. VPJ on P12 and Bush on P13. Some great races.
Yeah, it was a fantastic race, especially from Raymond. And now we see the driver of the day, Top Hat. He made up a lot of positions. It's reasonable, but maybe we should give the driver of the day to Raymond, because he's just a stand-in driver and he won at his debut with more than 20 seconds ahead of the second guy, which was phenomenal.
Here we have him, the podium, guys. And now let's wait. This is the end of this race. We've got Raymond on P1, Faradeus on P2, Alex on P3, Turbo Jens on P4, Honnold on P5, FHB on P6, Top Hat on P7, Seba 55 on P8, Adam on P9, Region T on P10, Davman on P11, VPJ on P12, Bush on P13, A. Rocker after an unsuccessful race on P14, Maverick on P15, Ains on P16, Tibby on P17, Wrath on P18, Bruthamule on P19, and that is the end of this race. So,
Now we're doing a few interviews, top guys this race.
we'll see who is going to be doing some interviews. I'll be with you ASAP. Okay, we have some drivers waiting for an interview. I think we're just going to start with Farideus. Welcome, Farideus. Congratulations on P2. That has been a comeback from last race.
Thanks. Yeah, come back from this race too, because on safety car I spun and I was like P8, and I think it was really tough. Like really good overtakes. Also, I want to talk with TV because I was thinking about overtaking Maverick. I didn't see him and I pushed him into a wall. That's completely my fault. I will try to get some evidence to help him because I'm really sorry. And yeah, thanks for that contract. That congrats.
Yeah, I mean it was a very great drive from you. You even got the fastest lap in the end by more than 1 second. Lap. How did you do that?
Well, I went into the pits and I was thinking about undercutting the Renault driver. So I tried to push as much I could, and I made the fastest lap, but then he wouldn't pit. So yeah, that's a pity because I would have overtaken him. And great race, you know. He really pushed the car to the limits, and yeah, congrats to him and all the effort he made in this race.
Well, thank you for the interview, and I mean,
no, thank you, mate.
I hope you're going to be as successful as you've been today, and we're going to jump on to the next one.
Well, bye, guys.
Bye.
The next one is going to be very interesting to see what he's got to say.
It's ridiculous.
FHB.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, sorry. Hello, lads. How's it going?
Well, what can you say about your race? I mean, that was dangerous driving.
Okay, from your view, okay, it seemed like dangerous driving, but if you look at it from a different angle, right? I had the corner. I was on the inside of the corner, and he turned into me. You know where he spun around, right? So I had my front wheel in front of his back wheel going through that corner, and he turned in. Same with that last chicane on Sector 2. No, it's the start of Sector 3. Yeah, that thing. I'm in front of him, and he turns in. And apparently, I'm dirty because I'm trying to keep the line. Where else am I meant to go? I'm on the inside, and there's nowhere else I can go unless you want me to slam on the brakes and just stop completely. I've got nowhere else to go. I had the move. If he gave the space, he could have gone to the outside and then moved on to the outside. Yeah. So I don't. If he wants to protest it, that's fair enough. But it's not. I don't think it's a valid case because even if it was me tanking it through it, it was his part as well, not leaving the space he should have. You get what I mean? Like, yeah, obviously I should have backed out after the corner because that's the more issue, right? Is I shoved him wide after the corner because he left me no space. But the issue was the start of the corner. I'm alongside him and he turns in. I've got nowhere to go, and yeah, I mean, a P6, I don't mind if it gets overturned or anything like that. but I don't think he should be able to get his. I'm talking about Davmon, by the way. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I have to be honest, and I have to be fair. And in my opinion, as it was looking at the stream, I don't know if 2Can saw something else or if he
Yes,
was
but-
able to see another view. But as we've seen it from Davman's car and from
Yep.
your car, that situation was pretty much looking like another dirty driving move from you. Now,
Well,
it's obviously the end of the race. We'll see whether Davman wants to protest it, whether the Renault team wants to protest that, whether they want to leave the issue like this, or if they want to go after it. But we have the clip. Maybe they do have some clips as well. We're definitely going to look at it. And
I've got the first instant with the Ferrari that you commented on. Just look, we're going to the corner, and he's turning in on me. Look, I have my wheel in front of him.
I'm not going
His
to.
front
I'm not going to
Yeah,
look
okay,
at the
no
videos
problem,
right
no
now.
problem,
I'm going to look at them later with the FIA because I hope you understand. But as I said, we from the FIA, when we watch at the clips, we have to be fair, and to be honest, it was looking like a dirty overtake from you because it was looking like you tanked through there. But as I said, I can promise you we're going to have a look at it again. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to make a fair and final decision. And both of you guys have to be to live with it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind getting a penalty. I was driving aggressively, but he can't get off scot-free because I've sent you 2 photos now of where he's just not leaving any space for me to go, and I can't do anything but hit him. You get what I mean? But I understand that the final. Yeah. So
I understand.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye. See ya.
Then let's jump to the second Williams driver, Adam.
What's up?
Well, it has been a
Terrible.
terrible race
Gar-
for Williams.
Might as well DNF, man.
Good qualifying, but
Yeah.
unfortunate the rest. What was the problem?
Nothing on my part. I teleported into people on under safety car. It started to lag. I have like it recorded and stuff, but like I hit someone and like suddenly teleported me into the wall, and I had nothing else I could do. It was at that point it was just the comeback.
Well, I mean, it has been a good qualifying from you guys, and then the race just was super unfortunate. You started off.
I had the pace.
Yeah, you definitely had the pace. You started off on the wrong foot, just and then
I had the
dropping
race
down
pace.
for the rest of the race. You were driving around P15, 14, like.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun to fight against Ainz and stuff, and Maverick also. But to be honest, I had the pace for P3 because I was keeping up with Raymond when he left me. I was using him to try to give me a tow. At least I could try to get points. But
So this was definitely not the thing that the Williams team wanted to get this race.
I mean, I'm happy it wasn't my fault. Like, I knew I had the pace and I had the consistency. I didn't spin once in the race unless it was due to the lag. So it was all okay. I'll see what I can try to improve for Brazil, I guess.
Yeah. Now that's the only advice that I would have given you. Just heads up, and concentrate for the next Grand Prix, in which we
I guess so.
hopefully are going to see a Williams podium then.
Yeah, we could have gotten second here. We could have gotten second. I'm telling you this.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it's just like last week, right? You were very good in qualifying and then in the
Last
race.
week was different though. There was contact on lap 1, which put me in the back, but I made it up to the podium there at least. But my issue here is that there was lag, and I'm looking at the recording now and see if it was lag or was it just me like not focused at all.
Yeah, I mean, if it was lag, obviously, it's not your fault. That's very
Yeah.
unfortunate then, but yeah,
Nothing I
just
can
look
do.
forward to the
Nothing
next
Car
Grand
does.
Prix, I guess.
All I think is a bit suspicious is Raymond lasting so long on the mediums.
Yeah, I think he was in the end, he was on lap 18 or 19 on those mediums.
19.
But Sebo also was on, I think, lap 18 or 19 on mediums. So yeah,
I don't know, but to have that pace, like he was still faster than me on more worn mediums, but it wouldn't have made a difference for me anyways.
yeah.
Well, I mean, then if there's nothing to add, we would jump
Yeah.
onto the next one. Thank you. Again,
Thank
I'm
you.
very sorry for the outcome of that race, and I mean, I hope it's going to be better next race for you.
Hopefully, man. We need to stop having safety cars.
Yeah. Okay.
See you.
See you next time.
See ya, bye.
Last three guys coming for an interview, maybe. Let's go with Jens. I'm sorry, I didn't want to surprise you,
Hello, Jens.
but
Hello.
you did surprise us. P4, man. Great
Yeah.
race.
Yeah, I was last place in the first lap I was down in last, and then I finished before, so that's kind of good.
That was Sergio Perez then.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, that was absolutely a fantastic drive from you. Nearly mistake free. I mean, obviously, just brilliant what you've done, going from there to P4, with obviously also with the competition that there was, because there was big competition fighting
Yeah.
for the top 4, top 5 there, and I mean, it has been a very successful race for McLaren, hasn't it?
Yeah, can my teammate join?
Yeah, sure.
Join the interview. Yeah.
Just put.
Yeah, it was a very successful drive. We both got a shit start, and then we both got a very nice finish. He finished P7, and I finished P4.
Sorry, but you guys together now, we're talking to both of the McLaren drivers, and as I was saying before, fantastic drive from both of you. Topheads, you gained driver of the day for the second time, I believe.
Really? Oh, cool. I mean, yeah. Again, I got really lucky with the safety cars again. But yeah, that race was great, especially the last 2 laps with Sebo, with his 3-second penalty there.
Well, can you tell us what your moment of the race was?
It was the last 2 laps where I was trying to get away from Sebo. He had a 3-second penalty. It was a second behind me, and I think it was Regent who just spun out, and it was about like 4 wide in the long straight, and I did the move on Regent in the outside of the long straight, and then followed Sebo in on the chicane and just let him pass. And on the last turn, I was just 1.5 seconds behind him, and I got P7 because of the penalty.
It still was a good race. I mean, that was
Yeah.
obviously a lot can happen, as we've seen also from the other cars, but you guys were very lucky or very successful in this race. I mean, P4 and
P7, yeah.
P7, exactly. That's very good
Yeah,
for the championship, for the constructors.
Yeah, especially when he spun out. was it because apparently because it was the Ferrari, and then I just spun on Q2, so we were just at the back at the start of the race. So this result is really good.
Yeah, well, I have nothing to add there anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Thanks.
thank you guys.
Bye bye.
See ya, bye.
Let's see if the race winner wants to talk with us. Rayman,
Hello.
Hello?
are you up for an interview?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that has been a massive race. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know, thank you.
So, what are your favorite or your highlight moments of the race?
The start. The great start I had, obviously. And then I guess overtaking them again. After after the safety car. Overtaking I don't know who it were, but
Yeah, I mean, at the end, your tires were like 17 or 18 laps old on the mediums. How did you find the grip on such old tires?
yeah, the tires were like absolutely gone for the last 3 laps. But the laps before that, it was quite all right. I wasn't having any oversteer or anything, so I just stayed out.
Yeah, it really was the right decision because if you would have pit the second place, so Feridois probably would have overtaken you.
Yeah, most likely because I, in that case, would have stayed out too long if I pitted like 5 laps before the end.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about it during the race as well. That's just the perfect way to make an impact in a league. I mean, just joining as a reserve driver for a team, and then just winning your first Grand Prix. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That has been fantastic. You've dominated not only the qualifying but the race as well. You are really, really fast, especially here in Abu Dhabi, where it's a really difficult track to race in. Just a beautiful job from you, man. Props, and yeah, that's it. Massive respect there.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
so see ya. Bye.
Bye.
Good. Then the last one we'll see is Sebo.
Hello.
If he
Hello.
is up for an interview.
Hello.
Sebo, that was a good race for Alpha.
Yeah, I mean, like, we have some good points, but it could be more today. I made a lot of mistakes at the start. I spun on the on lap 18 or something, so I lost a lot of time. So it could be more, but I'm quite happy with it.
Sebo,
And-
sorry?
Yeah. Well, and Faradus was on P2, so that's a nice result as well.
Yes, so I just gotta ask you, I mean, you are the reigning world champion, so I just wanna know, do you feel the pressure? Is it because of that you're making the mistakes?
Well, I don't want to be like, I don't want to say some excuses, but my wheel attached off, so I slide a lot.
Okay.
But still, I mean, like, I'm happy with one win with the championship, and I think like this season it should be someone else. But that doesn't mean I don't want to fight with them. And yeah, but why not? I mean, like, there are really good drivers here, like Fardos, and today Rayman. He really showed big speed, and so.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. It has been a very interesting Grand Prix. We haven't seen as many DNFs as we've seen in Austria, which is surprising, given that Abu Dhabi is a little bit more dangerous to drive on, but or difficult to drive on. But
Yeah.
well, I mean, P8 or P9 it was your position.
P8.
P8. That's
Even with a penalty, it could be P7 without a penalty and without a spin, maybe P5 or something. But
yeah, you can still be happy. I mean, the most important thing is to finish a Grand Prix, and to get both in the points for a team is even better. So,
yeah, completely agree.
well, again, congratulations on the race finish. Obviously, another congratulations on your teammate and on the Constructors' Championship, to move a little bit, to gain some points for the Constructors' Championship. And I'm fired or hyped up for next week for Brazil.
Yeah, me as well. Okay, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. See ya. Bye.
Okay, goodbye.
So this is the end of today's round 2 of the F1 Esports League race here in Abu Dhabi. If you enjoyed today's race, please leave a like, leave a follow. If you want to take part in the F1 Esports League, just join the Discord link below. Follow us on Instagram or on Reddit, where we also have accounts. And, well, now it's time to say goodbye, and we'll see you next race.